Kate Hudson's next project is the Netflix TV show Running Point, which is already sounding strangely similar to an underrated Netflix comedy with 80% on Rotten Tomatoes. Kate Hudson rose to fame in the 2000s with her performance as Penny Lane in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous, after which she became one of the most popular and beloved rom-com actresses of the decade thanks to movies like How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days and Bride Wars. Hudson has also shown her talent in projects like the horror movie The Skeleton Key and the mystery film Glass Onion. Kate Hudson has also branched out to TV with a couple of roles in various projects. Hudson had a brief appearance in an episode of Party of Five, played Cassandra July in Glee, starred in the TV movie Clear History, and played Micah Keith in the legal crime drama Truth Be Told. Now, in addition to working on Craig Brewer's musical drama Song Sung Blue, Hudson is preparing for a new TV show to be released on Netflix titled Running Point, which sounds strangely similar to a sports comedy from 2015. Running Point sounds very similar to Netflix's Club de Cuervos. Different sports, similar premises. Running Point is a sports comedy created by Elaine Ko, Mindy Kaling, Ike Barinholtz, and David Stassen, with the Los Angeles Lakers controlling owner and president, Jeannie Buss, serving as an executive producer. Running Point will follow Isla Gordon, Hudson, who, after a scandal forces her brother to resign, becomes the president of the Los Angeles Waves, one of the most famous professional basketball franchises, and her family's business. Of course, Isla has been overlooked, but her ambition will lead her to prove to her skeptical brothers, the board, and the sports community that she's the one for this job. Running Point will premiere on Netflix on February 27th, and while it definitely sounds fun, it also sounds very similar to the Mexican TV series Club de Cuervos. Also a Netflix show, Club de Cuervos is a comedy-drama created by Gaz Alazraqui and Michael Lamb, and it takes the audience to the fictional town of Nuevo Toledo, Mexico, to meet half-siblings Salvador Chova Iglesias, Luis Gerardo Mendez, and Isabel Iglesias Reina, Mariana Trevino. When their father, the owner of the soccer club Cuervos FC, dies, Chova and Isabel are the heirs to the team. However, as this is a male-dominated culture and sport, Chova, despite not being suited for it, is immediately chosen as the new president, but Isabel is the best choice for the role. Isabel then works hard to prove herself as the best to take over the club, while Chova tries to turn the team into the Real Madrid of Latin America. Both Isla and Isabel have to prove themselves in a male-dominated industry and in their family businesses, but in different sports. Running Point is also drawing similarities to Kate Hudson's character in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Has Andy Anderson found a new career? Running Point not only has similarities to Club de Cuervos, as many have also found a way to connect Kate Hudson's new character to the one she played in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Hudson's character in this beloved rom-com, Andy Anderson, worked for a magazine as their how-to girl and was a big sports fan, specifically a fan of the New York Knicks. This is the connection fans have found on social media between the characters, with some even suggesting Running Point is like a spiritual successor to How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. However, that's as far as the similarities between Running Point and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days go, for now, at least, as there was never a hint in the latter of Andy coming from a family directly linked to sports. Hopefully, Running Point will have enough differences to stand for itself and end the similarities and comparisons to Club de Cuervos and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.